we are talking about polynomials, all right? And we're simplifying these, and we want these in standard form, so we're always going to go from the highest to the lowest. So in that case, for 24, remember the sign always accompanies the coefficient, okay? So that's going to be my first one. And then I have x squared minus x squared, so they cancel each other out. Now I'm going to go for the x. Well, we got a negative x. Then you'll notice over here we have a positive x. So they kind of cancel each other out. Then you're left with 4x minus 9x would be a negative 5x. And then we are done. So we have a cubic binomial. All right, next one, remember when you are subtracting, you must distribute the negative sign to the two terms inside of the parentheses. So that would be a positive 6x squared. And don't forget to do it to the second one. That always seems to be a problem. And that's going to be a negative x. We will combine like terms starting with the largest ones. Positive 6x and a 3x is going to be a 9x squared, right? 6, 7, 9x squared. And then a negative x, and a negative x is a negative 2x. Alright. If you guys checked the study guide already, I made a boo-boo and I'm going to fix it because I forgot to distribute that and make it positive. Alright, next one we're going to take the 2x minus 4. We're going to distribute the negative sign to both so that it will be a negative 5x, a negative 9 plus x plus 7. Combine like terms, so we got what? 2x minus 5x would be a negative 3x, plus an x would be a negative 2x. Negative 4, negative 9 would be a negative 13. Plus 7 would be a negative 6. Okay. Next problem. We are multiplying. Alright, so please do not get multiplying mixed up with the addition and subtraction, alright? Now, here's where you're going to just distribute. In this case, when it's a binomial, we're actually foiling. So x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Then you're distributing the negative 2 to the x, so that would be a negative 2x. And then negative 2, positive 4 would be a negative 8. We're going to combine the middle terms, which will give us x squared plus 2x minus 8. All right. Next, again, a bi and a bi. We're going to use the FOIL first, would be 21 m squared. Outer would be 7 times negative 9 would be negative 50. Or negative 63, right? M. Then we got a 4 times 3 would be a positive 12m. And then negative 9, positive 4 would be a negative 36. Combine like terms in the middle, right? Which will give me a negative 51m minus 36. All right. All right. We have squared, which means we have 2 of these. Okay, don't forget. So, FOIL again. Well, I do have the shortcut. I'll go over that real quick, too. Let's do it the long way first. 4 times 4 is going to be 16m squared. 4c times negative 2 would be a negative 8c. Okay, then your interterms would be another negative 8c. And negative 2 is a positive 4. We're going to combine the middle. So negative 8 is 16c to the plus 4 is the constant. Now, here's the shortcut. Well, you take 4c and you square it, which gives me the first term. To get the middle term, I take 4c times negative 2, and I double it, right? So that would be negative 8c doubled, or times 2, right? Would give me the middle term, and then I take negative 2 squared, and that gives me the positive 4. If you forget the shortcut, just go ahead and do it the longer way. All right? Let's see if we can get through these next two. These are a little bit of a beast because we have some, and I just want to erase that here. Just have a lot of work to do. You notice it's a binomial, right? And a trinomial. So you're just going to distribute a lot of stuff. I suggest you just be careful what you work there. So we got a 12x cubed, 4x, 9x would be a negative 36x, 4x, and a 4 would be a positive 16x. Go back here, that's squared, guys. Almost made a boo-boo. All right. Now we're going to distribute the 1. So basically it's going to just be a mirror image because we're multiplying everything by 1. The identity property 1 times negative 9. Negative 9x, right? 1 times 4 would be positive 4. Okay, now we're going to combine like terms. Well, we only have 112x to the third. Then we got a negative 36, positive 3. So that's going to give me a negative 33x squared. Okay, and then we have a 16x minus a 9x would give me a positive 7x. And I believe we only have one constant, nothing to combine it with, and look at that big long answer. It's polynomial, right? More than 3 terms to the third power, cubic. Alright, kind of the next one here, right? We're going to get a lot of terms that we're going to need to combine at the end. So let's get to it. We got a 2d to the fourth. Then we'll distribute the d to the negative 3a, or negative 3d. Alright, which would give me a negative 3d cubed. D squared times 2 would give me a positive 2d squared. Now I'm going to multiply a 6d and distribute it to those three terms. So 6d times 2d would be a positive 12d to the third. 6d negative 3d would give me a negative 12d squared. 6d times a positive will give me a positive 12d. Alright, now I am going to work on my 1, right? So my 1 would give me, again, it's a negative 1, so everything's basically going to change. Negative 2d squared. Negative 3d would be a positive 3d. And then the last term, negative 1, positive 2 would be a negative 2. Alright, let's go ahead and combine this. So we get a 2d to the fourth, right? There was only one of those. We got a negative 3d. We got a positive 12d3. So what's that? Positive 9d, right? Now let's look at the squareds. Well, if you notice here, what do we have? We have d squared. That's the third, isn't it, guys? 9, 12, yeah, okay. Oops, got a little caught off there. All right.